Saturday Night. Now, Saturday Night is a movie about Saturday Night Live
The very first episode of Saturday Night Live.
and all the hijinks that went into creating that one show.
What's cool about this film is the film itself is 90 minutes, about the 90 minutes leading up to SNL,
Right.
to the 90 minutes that would be on air.
Right.
And I'm confident because the writing and directing team that was behind the last two Ghostbusters movie, that's Jason Reitman, of course, the son of the legendary Ivan Reitman,
Right.
and his co-writing partner Gil Keenan. So I believe this is a safe here. But as a it's not like as a fan as comedy and SNL, especially this time period, which they considered the greatest cast, but to get a movie about the very first episode, this has my attention. This is something I would definitely see in theaters.
And the best part is that you get to see J.K. Simmons, you get to see Willem DaFoe, who else? Lamont Morris, Gabriel LaBelle, Rachel Sennott, Katie Gerber,
One interesting cast,
Ella Hunt.
one casting that caught my attention, Corey Michael Schmidt, who I know as the Riddler from Gotham.
Okay.
He's playing Chevy Chase.
Nice.
And the zoom in shot of him, he looks exactly like him. J.K. Simmons, who's a phenomenal actor in anything he does, is playing a legendary Hollywood figure in The Choice of Words. We forgot that in the introduction.
I did.
Milton Berle. Probably a small role, but one thing that's interesting to me, the actor Nicholas Braun is playing a dual role as Andy Kaufman and Jim Henson. Talk about two people, that are
Complete opposite spectrum, yeah.
So it's interesting to see what their part was in the first episode of SNL.
And Dylan O'Brien is playing none other than Dan Aykroyd.
Yes, sir, indeed. One thing I always forget is, just reading off this name, it's like, oh, where's Bill Murray? He didn't come into the second season, I believe.
Yeah.
And Chevy Chase was only famously on this one season, and, his star took off, and he didn't get along with the rest of the cast. I think supposedly he got into a fight with Bill Murray in the elevator.
But look, it's possible. There's so many things that have happened in Saturday Night Live that,
Right.
that is just like, if they told us the stories, we'd be like, these people were fighting, they were doing. I don't think most people would believe that.
For me, with SNL, the second classic cast is probably the early to mid 90s. That has Dana Carvey, Adam Sandler, Chris Farley.
But that's because you grew up with them.
Exactly. A little later, Will Ferrell, Jimmy Fallon, Tracy Morgan. That's the movie. But obviously, this is the foundation of the show.
Right.
The little engine that could.
Right. This is the show that created Saturday Night Live, where they basically, like they even say it in the trailer, right? They're a bunch of nobodies who are creating a show, and it's almost as if the studio wants them to fail.
I am intrigued. The young actor Gabriel LaBelle playing Lorne Michaels, the creator of SNL, who's still with the show to this very day, still on the air to this very day since 1975, 1976.
That's crazy.
Talking about juggernaut that's gone through as many ups and downs, that's launched many, many careers.
Oh yeah.
Fun fact: do you know who the host of the very first episode was?
No, I don't.
George Carlin.
You shut your mouth. Really?
Yes.
Wow. Is this before or after he was on PBS when he was playing the train conductor?
Way before. Serenity Time Station with Thomas the Tank Engine. That's in the 90s.
Oh, that was the 90s?
That was the 90s, yeah. I knew him as Mr. Conductor first, not knowing he was one of the most famous, maybe the most famous comedian of all time, arguably. He's definitely in the conversation.
He's in my top 5.
Yeah, I can listen to him all day. But anyway, before we go on that side quest, but this movie definitely has my attention.
Well, it does for me too.
Yeah.
I feel like this is something that, everyone I think feels like they need a behind the scenes type in order to see how this was created, so what the deal is and how that show was done. So yeah. So the question goes out to you guys. What do you guys think? You want to see this movie? Are you interested about the first 90 minutes of Saturday Night Live? Let us know in the comment section down below.